Imagine a place that tells a story spanning centuries, where culture and nature intertwine to create something truly extraordinary. That's the beauty of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'm Abigail, and this is Global Treasures, the podcast that covers the history, travel tips, and legends surrounding one of the 1,248 World Heritage Sites each episode. These places have been identified as having universal cultural or natural significance that is so exceptional that it transcends national boundaries and is of importance to present and future generations. Welcome to Season 3, where we'll explore the 27 sites that UNESCO added in 1980 together. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I appreciate all of your support, and you can continue to support us by subscribing at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or your favorite platform. You can also follow us on TikTok and Facebook for some travel inspiration and updates when we drop new episodes. I also want to mention that I'm now blogging on globaltreasurestravel.com, so check that out for even more travel tips and to hear about my latest adventures. Mohenjo-daro, which translates to Mound of the Dead Men, is an ancient archaeological site located in Sindh, Pakistan. It sits quietly on the right bank of the Indus River. Built around 2500 BCE, it was one of the largest and most advanced settlements of the Indus Valley civilization. Think of it as one of the world's earliest major urban centers. At its prime, during the Bronze Age, between approximately 2500 and 1700 BCE, the city was home to around 40,000 people. The city's design was futuristic, truly advanced for its time. It featured a grid-style layout that almost resembles a labyrinth with its brick-upon-brick construction. Key structures include a great bath, a colossal residential complex, and a citadel, all serviced by an advanced system of wells and drainage. Again, further evidence of a highly developed town planning system. The social structure within Mohenjo-daro is also evident in its nicely sized courtyard homes, most of which had their own bathrooms and proper sanitation. This indicates the existence of a lower, middle, and upper class, as toilets were an amenity for the rich typically. Being strategically located near the river allowed for transportation and the trade of goods. This allowed the city to grow into a truly prosperous urban hub with established economic, cultural, and religious ties to other major civilizations like Mesopotamia and Egypt. It's interesting to note that the site wasn't actually discovered until 1922. Since then, extensive archaeological excavations have been conducted. Despite all of the work being done, though, it's unknown what may have contributed to the city's eventual abandonment. It's theorized that the site may have been severely impacted by floods from monsoon rains. This may have driven its inhabitants away, and they may simply have just not come back. Or these same rains may have killed them. This belief stems from skeletons that were found in the streets in unusual, unnatural positions. However, this could also suggest violent deaths due to a war or an invasion of some sort. Unfortunately, circling back to the flooding I just referenced, it continues to be a significant threat even today, causing walls to collapse and posing a significant risk to the site's preservation. Currently, the main priority for conservationists is to protect the prominent Buddhist stupa. Hopefully, continued efforts to preserve this site will be taken so future generations can continue to enjoy and learn from this ancient paradise. So I hope the mystery surrounding this site inspires you to visit the ancient city. Let me give you a quick rundown to help you plan your trip. I'll be sure to include some links in the show notes, as usual, with websites that will hopefully make planning your trip a bit easier. When it comes to packing, keep in mind that the climate in this region is desert, with hot summers that can exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit and winter lows rarely falling below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The area receives rain primarily between late summer and mid-fall, so you may want to pack an umbrella. If going during the summer, make sure you have a hat and plenty of sunscreen. So, while it's not a requirement to be a part of a sanctioned tour to enter the country, I highly recommend booking a tour, and there are many options for UNESCO World Heritage Site-specific tours in this area. Also, keep in mind that a driver or a tour guide is essential for getting into the site itself. You can't just buy tickets on site day of, or buy tickets online in advance. Plus, a tour company often can help handle all of the coordination or logistics for you, from helping you secure your visa to sharing important tips on which vaccines you may need based on your country of origin. First, to get to the site, you'll likely want to fly into Jinnah International Airport in Karachi. Once you're there, you'll find that the official languages are Urdu and English, but it's very common to hear Punjabi spoken as well. A translation app is always a helpful tool to have on your phone, just in case. And a quick tip for your health: stick to drinking bottled water to be safe. Keep in mind that this site will entail a lot of walking. I highly recommend leaving some time to visit the museum while you are there. There are some truly remarkable artifacts. While you're in the area, if you have some time for independent exploration or are not with a tour, there are a few interesting spots in Karachi. Check out the Mohenjo-daro Palace Museum for a dose of history and art, or head to Port Grand if you love to shop and eat. And speaking of food, one dish that's worth trying is Sindhi biryani. It's a classic dish made with rice, vegetables, and a meat such as chicken, all blended with yogurt and a unique set of spices. It's a perfect way to cap off your historical adventure. While this site may be 5,000 years old, it's remarkable to think that it took thousands for the world to uncover this ancient gem, and that even now, discoveries continue to emerge, from delicate pieces of jewelry to children's toys that once belonged to its youngest residents. Mohenjo-daro is more than an archaeological site. It's a place where beauty, human ingenuity, and resilience converge. With its extraordinary city, once divided into two parts and monumental structures, it stands as both a triumph of early civilization and a timeless tribute to one of the most important chapters in human history. Thank you again for listening to the Global Treasures podcast. Join me next time, where we will dive into yet another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Until then, Keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep treasuring the remarkable diversity of our world's heritage.